Hi, my name is John Sheehan. I have a YouTube channel called Dogstar7.
Okay, great.
Hi.
Okay, so this going on YouTube, right?
Yes, this will go on YouTube.
Because we also, we're joining with the union with their fight, but our fight is, you know, that they want to tear down our field house.
All right.
And then we got $350,000. Well, we got $1.4 million from our TIF funds, and they want to use $350,000 of that to knock down our field house.
You want to start from the top, and I could get your name, and we can put this up?
Sure, let me get
All right. Great. I would like to get the whole thing.
Yeah, you can. Great, because I know
this over there. Never mind.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, anybody that could speak from the top, and you know, I like to get the whole story.
Okay.
And talk to whoever whoever wants to go on YouTube to get the story out.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. This is.
We're going to start walking around in a picture light. Where are we walking?
She's going to put it on YouTube.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, my name is John Sheehan. I have a YouTube channel called Dogstar7.
Okay, John.
All right. Could you tell me, start from the top by tell me who you are and who you're affiliated with and what we're doing here?
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Rose Escobar. I am a long life resident of Pilsen and a Whittier graduate. We are gathered here today to remind CPS of its commitments to not demolish our field house. Last spring we met with CPS officials. They gave us their word that they will not demolish the field house and let the community decide the future of what has become of a community center for our community. We know that CPS is going back on their word and plan to demolish the field house. We are here to put a halt to their plans and demand that CPS keeps their word to follow the community wishes. CPS has allocated $350,000 of our public taxes dollars through the Pilsen TIF for the demolition of the field house. The field house currently houses various community programs and art programs for children. The historic field house serves as a community center with Women Economic Development Program, English as a second language, GED parent leadership, workshop, child care, and much more for Whittier parent and community members.
Well, and you were in negotiation.
Well, before that, we were able, through petitions, coming to the board, having press conferences, we were able to get $1.4 million of our TIF funds. And what we've been fighting for is an expansion. We've been fighting for an expansion because the neighborhood school de la Cruz was closed by CPS, so now we have 7th and 8th graders in that class, which took up a lot of space in the room. And that class, the school to this day doesn't have a library. It's still not fully ADA compliant, so what we were able to get with that $1.4 million was make partial ADA compliance. The children now will have a science lab, computer lab, but they also want to use $350,000 of that money to demolish our field house.
Now these are children who would be preparing for high school exams, and they don't have a full library.
They don't have a library. We're telling our kids, look, prepare for all these high stakes standards tests, but they don't even have a library. They don't have somewhere to prepare from high school for research, and not only for the test, but to become critical thinkers. So they don't have the resources provided to them by CPS. So as a community, we came up with a solution. We said, look, we can convert the field house into a temporary library. You know, don't use this $350,000 to demolish it. Use it to make it work for the community. So there's going to be about 300 to 400 people affected right now if they demolish this field house. And we got this money for CPS to say, work with us, don't demolish our field house, remodel it.
Are there plans on anything after the demolition?
We're planning that there won't be a demolition. We're fighting this till the end.
Well, what I mean is, do you know that CPS
They want to make it into green space. And we're saying right now we don't need green space. Let's get our priorities straight. Of course we would like green space, a soccer field, but the priority is getting academic success. And if the children don't have the tools and resources for that, like a library, I mean, we have our priorities straight. We're telling CPS to get their priorities straight.
And what you're telling me is what was proposed for this field house once it's demolished is green space.
Grass. Yes.
And this is not what we need in this community.
No. We have parks, we have this. What we want is the library. I mean, that's what do we need?
We need a library for this area. Instead of us going all the way to 18th and Blue Island Library, or they have one on Cermak in California, we need one in the community there at Whittier School. And I fought for it a couple of years ago and we just didn't get it.
And so Whittier School got these 7th and 8th graders.
Yes, from De La Cruz.
From De La Cruz.
Yes.
And, as we said, these are children who would be preparing for high school exams.
Yes.
And
the other thing that really upsets us is today at the board meeting, the parents have been asking for an expansion for 7 years, and the CPS always says there isn't money, and today they're going to approve an expansion for Mount Greenwood School, which is way on the south. So when we look at the demographics, 80% of those students are white, there's no English language learners, and only 30% are low income. So what are you telling us? These children are more deserving than our children, when our children have been fighting for the past 7 years?
And your name again, I'm sorry?
Gemma Gaete.
Okay, and it's okay with you that I put this on YouTube?
No problem.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Okay, thank you.
My name is John Sheehan, and you can find me on Dogstar7.
Okay, do you have a card or something?
I'll give you just one moment.
Okay.